Hello, everyone. Man, do we have things hopping in 7K. And, as everybody knows, our company's just 3.5 years old, but that is significant. And, and there's a lot happening in 7K, and it's happening so rapidly and so fast. Uh, I wanted to go back and just give you just a glimpse of what you have in your hands, and uh, I'm going to all condone a master's of business administration onto you tonight because you actually deserve it. And everyone that hears this, uh, everybody knows, my story about how I got into network marketing. Now, uh, I'm going to say something, uh, not to impress you, but it's to impress upon you about the information I'm about to give you. All know I have a chemical engineering degree, and I graduated #1 at LSU in the Master's of Business Administration class. And and again, I say that not to brag on myself, and not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I have some knowledge that I'm trying to confer with you, and my experience and my knowledge backs up what I'm saying. Uh, that the information is important, that you pay attention to it. I went on to develop markets around the world. That means looking out and seeing things that people couldn't see. I was blessed by God to be able to do great research other people just couldn't do. Uh, I never understood why they couldn't do it, but it wasn't hard to me. It was just there. You just had to find it. Okay. But here, look, before I ever got into network marketing, I did what many of you that do know me, I did a Harvard MBA case study on the entire MLM network marketing industry. And and of course, getting an MBA, you do a lot of case studies on companies. And that's why they call it a Harvard MBA case study, because Harvard was a case study school. And we did the same thing at LSU where I acquired my MBA. Now, what I'm going to share with you relates to network marketing, and it relates to what's going on in business schools today in the industry. The one thing that I found was, and why and I asked you to treat your network marketing industry as big business, because it is big business. I asked you to treat, like, not that you paid $4.99 for your business, but you paid $50,000 for it. You had to go get a loan, that you actually bought a storefront. You wanted to own your own business, and that your overhead, your coin of the month, that your overhead, you treat it like it was $1,000, and you don't want your business to shut down. If you made that loan for that business for $50,000, you do whatever it takes not to have that loan foreclosed on you, and keep those doors open, to keep cash flow going, so you could pay that overhead and try and bring that business into profitability. And most businesses do not get into profitability until 3, 4, 5 years out, especially when small business. Now, here's one of the things. What I saw in network marketing, it was basically analogous to me of a mini franchise, because there's a lot of duplication. There's a lot of, like, people doing the same thing. Well, that's kind of like how franchises work. And you put up an amount of money, and you pay a franchise fee or a monthly fee, and you don't just buy a franchise and not pay. Okay. So you either paying a percentage of your total sales or your net sales. Not very seldom do they let you do net, because they want to come off the gross. But the key is, you treat network marketing like big business, and it'll give you a big business return. Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you uh, those findings and what is happening in business schools tonight. Uh, My findings were that, you get with a company and and you get with a good solid company. But I found out after 5.5, basically 3 years part-time, 2 years full-time, almost 5 years, I found out that I joined my company that I first joined too late. Uh, that when I went back and found and validated, most people got with their companies after, let's say, that founding period, or during what we call uh, the concentration period of a business. When it has a good probability of keeping on going, and those are the people that made it enormously big in network marketing, and I did too. I got with a company. It wasn't even quite 18 months old when I joined it, and it was a gold and silver company, and I literally made millions of dollars. And because we were at the right place at the right time. Now it had no residual to it, and it tried to transform into a .com company at the wrong time when the .com bust happened in the late 2000, 2001. And so that ended that company. But here comes along 7K. Okay, now this is going. Yeah, I mean, this works for any company. It works with any company. I just like metals because, see, you get something. I mean, a person could pick, maybe they're into health, maybe they're into beauty, maybe they're into making their wrinkles not go away. Okay. I mean, not having wrinkles or whatever you call it. Okay. But, they want to get with a company. And so I'm going to tell you what Harvard Business School says. Now, I was given this. There's quite a few articles that's just been floating around in business and entrepreneurial magazines, and it was given to me last week by a friend, a law enforcement officer that's in our business, and he passed on a link of the article. I went and read the article, and I'm going to share that article with y'all tonight. And then I wanted you to make your own decisions, and I'm going to put my input into it too. But more than 200 universities, including Harvard Business School, are teaching network marketing in their universities. And they've done quite a bit of research over all these decades about the network marketing industry. And Harvard Business School and most of the other business schools developed basically 3 criteria that a network marketing company must meet in order to make it a most desirable opportunity. They didn't say it was going to be the opportunity, but a most desirable. So it gives you these characteristics, okay? And instead of me, using my own words, I'm going to read you the synopsis of that article. And it said, number one, the company should be at least 18 months old, as 90% of all network marketing companies fail to do so after 18 months. So if they're going to fail, 90% of them fail in that first 18 months. And so if they make it past that first 18 months and they're pretty solid and they got something going that's pretty good, they have a likelihood of succeeding. Didn't say they all succeed, because they don't, but they have a good likelihood. Now, how old are we in 7K? 3.5 years old. Man, we're way past that 18-month mark. Okay. Now, number 2, a company should have a product which is unique and highly consumable. Unique in this case means that you have an exclusive product that can only be purchased from your company's distributors or associates in our case. Having a product that is highly consumable means repeat sales, thereby guaranteeing customer loyalty versus a one-time sale and having to locate new customers. Now, most of the time, they're talking about consumption products like makeup, like vitamins, like, nasty tasting juices, like hair growing stuff, unless it's things that you use up, soap powder, like Amway, right? Okay. But let's look at our company. We have a consumable product. We all want to collect all we can get, and we want more of it. And we have unique products. See, we transformed for starting with our product that creates a residual income from that generic MS-70 product, that $1.2 million mistake, into sets and subsets, and to actual unique exclusive products like our Lady Liberty. And so I want y'all to pay close attention to what's coming and what's going to be. That's very important. Like I told you, we have rare and exclusive products. Look at our MS-70 variety coins. We get the majority of that production now. Look at our state series. It's going to take 5 years to complete a complete set of 50. There are so many things. Do we meet that? We meet that in Trump. We trump everybody with that because we got a product that builds wealth, that's asset, that gains much more value than what we even paid for it. The heck with eating it, that goes away. We get to collect and get richer. Just think about that. We get more wealthy by collecting our products and holding on to them. Wow. Think about what I just said, everybody. Third criteria that they say, it needs to be a ground floor opportunity. Harvard Business School suggests that in order for the opportunity to qualify as ground floor, the number of existing active distributors or associates or should be less than 0.5% of the population. So if you take the United States, we're 300 and almost 40 million people. Well, let's just round down to 300 million, make math easy for everybody. So in the United States, that'd be about what? 1.5 million people. We don't have 1.5 million people in our business yet. It's still a ground floor opportunity. Okay. So Harvard Business School also states, as a result of all their years of research of the network marketing industry, that if it were less than 500,000 people involved, you would be on the cutting edge of a great opportunity. We have a lot less than 500,000 people. We may only have 1,000 people attend this regional. So that tells you what we have. So if the company has less than 100,000 distributors, Harvard Business School considers it to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, that's not Bob Reid. This is Harvard Business School. This is their words, and I quote their words, not mine. Okay, then they further go on and teach about what I have taught about since 1991, after I completed my study, and everybody knows that's in my group and has known me for years. I've done this teaching over and over and over and over again on whiteboards and everything else. But I guess now I never published my case study of the network marketing world because I just taught it. I never even put it on a YouTube. I just taught it to my group, to the people who are in business with me, my partners. because I wanted them to have an edge. Well, Harvard Business School's teaching my study now, so I may as well teach it. Okay. Okay. But basically, Harvard says that there is usually 4 states of growth of a network marketing company. You know, the foundation period, that's when a company's kind of formulating, getting ready. And they said this usually lasts about 6 months. And this period is when the company develops its product and kind of formalizes its marketing plan, okay, or comp plan too. But it's a marketing plan. You got to have a marketing plan and a comp plan. Okay, and then they say it moves into its concentration phase. And that period lasts anywhere about 2 to 4 years. Now they're just talking about network marketing companies based on their study. And then it moves into a momentum phase. And this momentum phase, they say this period lasts 2 to 4 years. And this is when the company experiences phenomenal growth, and both retail and distributorships explode in terms of expanding growth. And it is during this period that a company virtually sweeps across the nation when a company's sales reach 50 million annually, and they reach what is called critical mass. Sales go up vertically right off the graph. Also, approximately 2/3 of the company's growth of new distributors or associates or sales reps occurs during this period. And they give the age-old example, Herbalife, of course, because it's been studied and brought in and out, because Herbalife, when it reached 50 million in retail sales, $50 million in retail sales, they jumped to 151 million in retail sales in only 12 months. Took only 12 months to triple their sales. They also added over 800,000 people to their organization, customers and distributors. Let us assume you have an organization which is producing an override bonus check or commission check to you of $1,000 a month. When the company reaches critical mass, distributors, associates automatically experience a 10-fold increase based on Harvard Business Review's study of network marketing industry. This is industry-wide they're looking at, a 10-fold increase in earning. In other words, $1,000 per month becomes $10,000 per month. This is the reason for getting involved on the ground floor, so you will experience the benefits of explosive growth. Now, stability, I say stability lasts for the life of the company. A network marketing company that is dedicated to the success of its distributors will experience longevity, thereby ensuring that an active distributor or associate will realize continued earnings and growth for their lifetime. Now, that was Harvard Business School. So keeping those points in mind, I'm going to share my screen real quick with everybody, and we're going to talk Harvard Business School and 7K, okay? And many people who's already been in my group for a long time will recognize this a lot, because this is what I taught a lot. Okay, let me try and get this off the screen. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to see is, here's that graph. Now, this is me, of course. I took, and I like drawing graphs because I'm an engineer. And so we got dollars up on the side. That'd be the dollar sales of the company. And so they go up. And then time in years on the horizontal graph, okay? Or the horizontal line at the bottom. And so if you'll look, and you'll see that formative period that is basically for all companies. It doesn't matter what kind of company it is. It doesn't matter if you started your own business. This is a business life cycle curve. I told you I'm going to get you, I'm going to condone on you your MBA tonight, okay? And so that lasts anywhere between 6 to 18 months. And that really is true. I mean, you got to figure out how to do things. You got to figure out what to do. You just got to get an equilibrium and getting the business going. Okay. And that's where nearly all the failure occurs, right there. And as Harvard says, 90% of them fail right there in that period. Well, we went past that a long time ago. We're 3.5 years old. We've been in that foundation, that concentration phase, being pulled, really growing into business. Okay, so here we are in the concentration phase of of uh, of of 7K metals. We that's exactly where we've been. But we've been, as you've been hearing on the calls, we've been doubling, 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 doubling. We are actually in the prefaces, this beginning phase of momentum growth, and we're entering it early in the life cycle of a company. And we're opened up in Canada already. We already did that. We're opened up in the UK already. We're opening up in all the US protectorates. That we're already open there. And so just think, we got the rest of the world to open up with a seamless comp plan, a seamless product line that's going to only grow and get more exclusive, more valuable, and a comp plan that's just unheard of in the industry. Well, many people call this stage one as like the foundation period. This is the momentum period. This is the stable growth period. But, Harvard Business School forgot to tell you about that last one. It's called death and demise, because most companies do experience this. Well, Sears is experiencing this right now because of Amazon. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give you my study that I did back in 1991 of the entire industry. And I think mine's a little bit more realistic for the network marketing world, because there's been a lot of companies that's gone through much longer periods of momentum than just 2 to 4 years. And I project personally that I think 7K is going to go through a momentum curve of 5 to 12 years. That's my projection. 5 to 12 years of this kind of growth. That's unheard of. Would you just imagine? We're only 3.5 years old, and we haven't even penetrated the biggest cities in the United States yet. Just look at where those fire points are in the United States when they show the graph. I mean, it's up in Idaho and Montana and Wyoming. Yeah. I mean, it's down here a little bit, but we know how many people are in the business around Baton Rouge. We know that we walk out on the street, and we can go to neighbors. They don't even, we say 7K and they say, huh? 7 kilometers or 7,000? They have no idea that 7K is a precious metals company that you can make $12,500 a week with, that you can create a side income while you're building and accumulating wealth. We just don't have enough people telling enough people yet. I mean, we're trying to do that. This is your opportunity. And then, what I call expansionary growth. You have expansionary growth and you have diversification growth. And who knows what 7K is going to do? I mean, it's got international expansionary growth to go through, and it's got the stabilization growth to add into that in each country as it has countries. Will there ever be a demise to 7K? I have no idea. I don't see one in my lifetime. I mean, a lot of people are looking at Amazon right now that it may be in this phase right here. Yeah, if you're paying attention. But every company goes through this life cycle. Like I tell you, take the Fortune 500, the stock market, okay? And you look and see how many companies that are on that Fortune 500 right now that were in business 100 years ago, same names. Go look at them. That's the key. This is a business life cycle. This is the opportunity we have with 7K, everybody. We're right here, and we're only 3.5 years old, and we got all that to go through. Don't quit. Do whatever it takes to do my job description. Do whatever it takes to learn how to pique people's interest. Keep buying your coin. Keep doing what you are doing, because if you're here and you got 100,000, 10,000, 20,000, 200 grand in the bank on this side, and you don't find anybody this year, you don't find anybody next year, but you find somebody during that expansionary growth period, just one person, and they start making a $500 check here, they got to have 500 points on this side and 500 points on this side. That'd be 1,000 points coming up to you, and your bank is already full over there if you've been buying your coin every month and you've been getting your 1099 tax benefits. Because you want to keep getting your 1099 tax benefits, you want to buy your coin, you want to keep yourself active, you want to collect those that you don't want to make that $1.2 million mistake, and you want to teach everybody that same principle. And read attitude every single day. Believe that you can, believe in yourself, believe in the industry, believe in the company, believe in your products. And make sure, if you're ever getting a little discouraged, please read what I told you the whole heart of my system is, that one page. 2 years to learn, 3 to 5 years to build a big business. After you develop the skills, attitudes, and techniques necessary to really grow big. And that's you develop those by experience. By experience and staying plugged in and learning people's stories and learning more and more about your products and your company and your opportunity, and never missing a corporate call, always being part of an event and having somebody be part of that event with you, and finding a partner on your left and a partner on your right as you can hook arms, make a commitment to each other, and we are going to be 7Kers for life. As George Donaldson said, he's a 7K lifer. And I think a lot of people have picked up on his little stating. And because that's what I am. And Pamela and I are too. And if you do that, you will see why all the business go over 200 colleges have been studying and teaching about the network marketing industry, the multi-level marketing industry. Why? Because it takes so little capital to start, and it does create millionaires from all walks of life. And it has been ever since 1954 to the date. You can look at the Direct Selling Association, you look at the top 300 network marketing companies in the world, and what you're going to find in 10 years, you're going to find, and I really believe in 10 years that 7K will displace Amway. I think, I believe in my heart of hearts that 7K will overtake Amway as the largest networking company in the world. But we're not a networking company, are we? But we are. We network, everybody networks. But we're a member direct marketing company. We're changing that network marketing world. That's different. We have a mission. 7K has a mission. And when you have a mission, that's bigger sometimes than anything to be part of. I'm just happy to be part of something bigger than me. And I hope you feel the same way. Because if you do, you'll get back multiple folds when you help other people get what they want. you'll get much more back in return. I will see you on the beaches of the world, and I want you to have the best success with your 7K business that is designed for you to have. Believe in yourself, believe in your company, believe in 7K. Take it to the moon, because you can.